Well, a very good Sunday night, Central Texas. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weather on this Sunday night. Well, for today, we actually got back above the averages for this time of the year, and that's the first time really all week that we've been able to say that. It was a warm day, 67 out there, plenty of sunshine. Did start the day off at 41, so everything you see here is right on track with where we're supposed to be for this time of the year. And while we're on the topic, it's been an interesting February, hasn't it? Let's take a look at our review here. So again, we have about a week left in the month of February, and so far we've had 13 days below the averages. And does anybody remember the first week of February? We had 10 days where we were above the averages. In fact, you can see these little asterisks. We set 3 temperature records, afternoon high temperature records there in that first full week of February. But since then, it's been pretty cold. Take a look here. Our normal average for the month of February, if you take all 28 days, add them all together, divide by 28, you should get about 63 degrees. But this month, take a look at that. That's how cold it was this past week. We actually averaged out all of those 80s. Remember when it was 25 degrees on Wednesday afternoon? Yeah, that is a far cry from what we had today, and that is a far cry from what we expect over the next several days here as we close out the month of February. In terms of rainfall, it's been pretty slim for February. I tell you this, we've had about 9 days where we saw rainfall, and on a normal year, we'd have about 7 days where we see measurable rainfall. As far as the measurable rainfall, we've only had 4 days, and take a look at these numbers. 2 100ths, 5 100ths there on the 10th, 84 100ths. That's the best day of rain we've had so far in the month of February, and that leaves us about 1.5 inches shy of where we're supposed to be in terms of rainfall for the month of February. So again, a dry month, but it's been a little bit cooler than average. Remember, we expect a dry month in a La Nina year, which is what we have, but we also expect warmer than average temperatures. Now, the first week of the month, that was absolutely the case, but the last week, again, very chilly out there across Central Texas. Chilly again tonight. We'll be back down around the upper 30s, lower 40s for your Monday morning. Now, here's the deal. This is right where we're supposed to be for this time of the year, but when you think we were at 65 today, we're going to drop 20, 25 degrees, clear skies, calm winds. Those will always lead to some cooler temperatures in the overnight hours. I do want to mention this though, as you're heading off to work tomorrow morning, we are watching some fog roll in. You can see it starts rolling in here just a little after midnight as we start to cool off and that humidity starts to rise, and it's going to be pretty thick for some of us by tomorrow morning. For your Monday morning commute, take a look at this, especially east of I-35. We're looking at visibilities under a mile, some areas under a half a mile. So again, add that extra time to your commute tomorrow morning. You're probably going to need it, and make sure to use the low beams when you're out on the roads tomorrow morning. Things do start clearing from west to east throughout the afternoon, and with plenty of sunshine back in the forecast, we're back in the 70s, lower to middle 70s for a lot of folks. Could be a little bit of a gradient, as again, in our eastern counties, that fog takes a little bit longer to burn off. Could see some 60s back on the map, but most of us at least up around 70 degrees for tomorrow afternoon. Again, 74, Temple, Waco, and Killeen tomorrow, 76. Look at this, the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees Tuesday and Wednesday. A front does come through Wednesday. Slight chance for a couple of showers, but really not a whole lot there. That is a slim rain chance for Wednesday. We will likely stay dry for that. After that, though, temperatures drop about 10 degrees behind the front. We're back into the 70s Friday and Saturday, but then another front comes through and brings us a slightly better chance for rain for the weekend.